Hello? Okay. Hello, and welcome to Why Can No One Be an Individual? Great question. Yes. You don't ask that. I ask the question, then you say, great question. Because, yeah, thank you. Great question. I would say, and I have my whole thing written down, not a script, basis of thoughts. I would say that individuality, now more than ever before, is something that everyone craves. Everyone craves it. Nobody's saying that out loud, but everyone wants it to a certain extent. And that extent is usually very high, but it's like you see everyone and you see they're all following these trends that originally started as someone doing something unique and individual, and then that person who started the trend, started doing something unique and individual, is now punished and saying that they are not individual because they're just trying to be trendy when they are the one who took that initial step to be individual and share their individuality. Anyway, it's something that everyone craves. Everyone's following these trends that they think will get them to this state of individuality when truthfully you can't get that from following a trend. Nobody wants to be like everyone else. Nobody wants to, because everyone, it's the saying. It's like nobody's the same, and nobody wants to not live up to that saying. Nobody wants to be exactly like everyone else. Everyone thinks, oh, I'm unique in my own right, and everyone is unique, but not. They're unique, but they're not individual because these like qualities of uniqueness that they have are shared across other people, and it's not truly individual. It's unique. So it's understandably so. Like why would you want to be like everyone else? I mean, there's many aspects of the society that require you to be different from everyone else. Like colleges. Colleges are always looking for the most unique applicant. So are jobs. Everyone has to be above the rest, and they think that that means individuality. And yeah, if you are truly an individual and you've reached this great state of individuality, yeah, that's gonna be a big plus for you when trying to get into these things like colleges and get accepted, get like job interviews. But that's not. It's easily mixed up, but that's not exactly what they're looking for all the time. On a smaller scale, though, people can't commit to wanting to be individual because they feel this need to fit in with everyone around them. Because people are bullied. It's understandable. People are bullied for being different. They're bullied for being not the same as everyone else. They're bullied for not having the same things as everyone else, not understanding what everyone else is talking about. And it's fair. Like you want to fit in. You don't want to be bullied. You don't want to be harassed and made fun of for not being like everyone else when you're told your whole life that you want to strive to be different from everyone else. So it's understandable because, like, quite frankly, standing out can be dangerous. And if you are standing out but you haven't reached a level where you're comfortable with standing out, then it's going to be more dangerous for you. And you're going to want to go back to the safe place where you can revert back to following the trends that everyone else is following and being like everyone else so they're not going to make fun of you. It's a big thing with comfortability. That's the thing I've noticed. It's like there's certain levels of being comfortable with things that people just don't realize that they have to reach. So they just force themselves into these uncomfortable scenarios when you should work on your levels of self confidence and your level of comfortability doing what you're doing before going into these spaces where you can't be comfortable. Um, so people, instead of going from one side, which is fitting in with everyone else, to the other side, which is being individual, they try to create a balance between the two. When truthfully, in my opinion, so I guess that's not really truthfully, but for the purposes of this video, truthfully, individuality is not something that can be balanced. It's either a truth or a non truth. There's no question that you're individual or not, you're just going to know. And so, saying that, I'm going to move on to like the context of like why is our society having this major like this rush of like wanting to be an individual. There's no question that this modern quest of quote unquote self-realization and separating oneself from the larger crowd and being individual is directly connected to social media. That's obvious, that's a given. Like everybody knows this. Why am I saying it? I would argue that it's something deeper than the surface level connection because everything in our society today has some sort of surface level connection to social media. I would argue that this is not just that. I think that social media is a direct reflection of the individuality crisis. Social media functions the way that it functions and it has the relevance in our society today because everybody wants to be individual. but they don't know how. It's a game of following and followers and that like system that it creates. It's not even about like whenever anybody brings up followers, it's always followers and likes. It's not even about likes. It's the concept of following someone or being followed. Because if you look at that outside of the context of social media, it sounds a bit worse than how it sounds on social media when in reality it's like the same thing. People who want to stand out strive to build a following. People who want to fit in become followers. But neither of them are individuals. You're not an individual if you have a large following most of the time. And you're not an individual if you're following so many people. And that's why everyone follows someone and everyone has a follower. Everyone both follows and has followers. Everyone wants that balance between individuality and fitting in. But you can't balance that. And that's why this game of followers and following is why no one can be an individual. That's it for today. Come back. Well, I'm going to record the same thing like a minute after. But come back to the next video to find out my little answer to that if you're interested.